Welcome back, everybody. This is JP Traders. Let's jump back into another ES or SP 500 update. All I have to say is, wow, this level has been respecting. I told you all about this level. It was an amazing, very, very well respected order block before with precision. And yet again, another precise move with ES. And I keep telling y'all, this is one of my favorite assets to trade. Why? Because it is well respected, but not just well respected, it's respected with precision, very precise movements. It doesn't have a lot of wild, crazy wicks like NASDAQ or gold. It is predictable in a very precise way. So I love ES for that reason. Let's dive into this. So again, we had this long from this level, and we had a very nice second long from this level. And then we had a third long from the same level. And I told y'all that reason why I was keeping this on my chart in a previous update. But that was an 18R trade, everyone. 18R trade. Amazing. We are going to screenshot this really quick. Okay, so what do we see next? What's up next? What are we doing? What's going on? We just SFP'd the bottom. We did a shallow SFP of this wick over here. We have swept liquidity. We have, we're reclaimed VWAP twice, reclaimed it here, fell through and reclaimed it again. But however, we are sweeping liquidity and coming back into some supply here again. I haven't even touched this chart yet this morning, so we're going to kind of do this together. We're going to check our levels really quick, marking some order blocks, then we're going to make a plan. So let's check our TPO. Yeah, I mean, this thing has been just hitting all of our points of control very quickly. We came up and fixed this floor high over here. Very, very nice. Everything very, very well respected. Let's keep moving on. Same thing here with the sessions. So nothing has changed really as far as our points of control, meaning no new levels to really mark out. So let's take a look at our order blocks first and foremost. So we've got all of our order blocks still the same to the downside. Of course, we haven't really breached out of this range other than an SFP and an SFP. Again, that's very, very typical for FOMC. You usually have those sweep of the highs, sweep of the lows. I said that during the Bitcoin update yesterday. So same thing happens with ES. ES is usually leading Bitcoin, and Bitcoin usually follows the ES. So let's see, let's go to the 12. Going to run through this real quick. Just taking a look to see what order blocks have been mitigated, to give me some bias, see where we have some potential new order blocks that I like. We did hit this one already. I'm going to go ahead and mark it out because it was a very shallow hit. Sometimes I take those, sometimes I don't, just depending on a few other things. Actually, we missed that one. Cool. 1 hour 45. That's not formed just yet for me. This one has been mitigated. Could come down to that one again, but I would just watch this low for an SFP instead of watching this order block. That's just me. I will mark this one out, however. Include that wick gap. And you do have one at the highs as well. Let's go down a little bit further. Sometimes I go to lower time frames on ES for some reasons that are a little bit too long to explain here in this video. Okay, I like that. That's good enough for me. We have our levels on the chart. I like it. Let's put them in our folders, lock them so we don't accidentally move anything here. Let's take this off our charts now. Let's clean things up. Yeah, looks like you've already come back to that golden pocket potentially. Yeah, could come back up again. You reject, you kind of break through it, and then you kind of hit the 786 zone and this order block here, and then come down maybe to one of these order blocks. Hell, maybe we get another hit, a fourth hit into our extra special order block down here. This is prime right here. This order block with VWAP. Yeah, I would be eyeballing that. Let me set an alert really quickly. Some of these order blocks. Yeah, our alerts are set. So let's run some volume next. Nice. Nice rejection from the value area high right there as well. Beautiful confluence. I like that. Let's take it from the low. Nice. Looks good. Looks good. Let's take it from this internal low. It's kind of a range in of itself in my eyes. Nothing too crazy to look at here. Let's go to the higher time frames. I want to look at this range here. Okay. Okay. So you're kind of squeezing in between the value area high that was here and here. Almost had a full range rotation here. Very, very close. This order block's very nice. I like this one better than this one, but this one's good. So here's my plan. This one, probably not this one as much, to be honest with you. Could happen, but I just like these other two better. And of course, I would definitely be checking this order block, maybe. I'd rather run these highs. So these three order blocks are my favorite. That's pretty much it. This one is smack dab in the middle of the range, so be careful. And I'll keep you all updated in the Discord.